Hey, hope you're having fun. Here's another video all around how to cut the time it takes to ship your show, part of a series. You can see all of the episodes down in the description, but this time around we're talking about wikis. This is all around planning, how to make it much easier to plan and script your show, but in a way that's really easy to deliver as well. And I've got a few tricks where you can include all of the stuff you need, much better formatting, create all that media, put it in there, so you can deliver that episode in a much easier way. I'm Colin Gray from thepodcasthost.com. Let's get into it. So in the olden days, and I'm sure a lot of podcasters are still doing this as well, we used to use Google Docs for our scripts. It's collaborative. You can both edit a document. Me and Matthew would create our episodes for Podcraft, for example, and it's fine. You can do a bullet point list, you can create a bit of a script, but it's pretty simplistic. You can't really do much structure in there, and I found it really hard to organize them as well. I don't know about you, but I just can never get my head around organizing things in Google Docs, the folders and everything. I don't know why, it's just on the web there, it's not so well structured. So we moved over to Notion. So Notion is a tool, Notion.so, Notion.so we use for a lot of our organization within the company. And we moved over to using this for scripts. It's a wiki when it comes down to it. So it's creating a little website that's really well structured. You can have one page, one section. As you can see on here on screen, you can have one section of your wiki, which is just scripts for your podcast. And we have a page for every single podcast that we produce. So there's one for Podcraft. You can see that over in the left-hand column here. I click that, and then suddenly I can have my list of seasons, all right? So I can click on season 10, as you can see here, and then I can have my intro, I can have my description, that kind of stuff, and then I have a page for every single episode as well. So it's nested, it's hierarchical. That's the thing I love about it, actually. It's just like a website. You can create that kind of hierarchical setup whereby you can have it organized just so easily. You can find everything so much more easily than I find in Google Docs. But that's not all, okay? So the organization is a big thing, the fact that you can mix all that media. There's two other things though that I love about it as well. First of all, you can embed media into Notion. All right, so if you have, for example, the way we get listener questions in is often via SpeakPipe. We have a SpeakPipe link. People go to that link, they record a message for us, and then we can play it. What I can do is I can take that link, and rather than have to download that file and bring it onto my computer and find a way to play it, or even like figure out how to get that from the script. Instead of doing all of that, all I do is I can embed that SpeakPipe player right into Notion. So we're going through our script and it says blah, 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 Matthew says this, Colin says that, and then there's a player right there on the screen like you can see it here, and you can just play it. And if you're using the right setup, we use a Rodecaster for this, for example, it plays right into the episode. Whether it plays right into the episode or not, you could edit in later if you want. We like playing it right in, it's great. We can both listen to it. It just records in, means we don't have to edit it. But you could edit it in later if your setup does work that way, that's fine. But we can play it right in. You can kind of do live production in that way. You can embed any kind of media you want. So if you play listener clips, you cover a bit of, review music, you review other bits of podcasts, you want to just bring in some audio from anywhere else or a video from anywhere else, you can embed it right into Notion, into your script, so it's so easy to do. The other thing I love about it as well is just the formatting. So we can actually create, and we do this often, we can have two columns. One could be my points, one could be Matthew's, and you can see them both on screen really easily without scrolling up and down. So essentially, Notion it's a much more flexible way of planning your show. You can include media right in there. The structure in there just helps you find your scripts much more easily, organize your scripts much more easily, all of which saves you time in creating your podcast. And that's what we're all about on this series, how to create your podcast in the minimum possible time. So give Notion a shot. Notion.so, there's a free account there, a free tier, I should say. So you can go in there, use it for no cost, and collaborate with your friends. And I'll say as well, this is obviously supported by our tool, which makes podcasting as quick and easy as possible too. That's Alitu, alitu.com, Alitu. It does call recording, it does your audio cleanup. There's a podcast specific editing tool in there that's so much quicker and easier than all those DAWs out there, and hosting now as well. So it's all in one, everything you need to run a podcast in Alitu, and that can help you save way more time because it does so much for you, like the cleanup, like putting in your music, the transitions, all that kind of stuff, just all in one place. Thanks for listening through. Do hit that subscribe button, do hit that alert button so that you get the rest of our videos in this series, all around how to cut the time it takes to ship your show, how to make your podcast in the minimum possible time. I've been Colin Gray from thepodcasthost.com, and I'll see you on the next one.